Hello everyone and welcome back to my YNR CBS Spoiler Today channel. And oh my goodness, if you thought last week was intense, you have absolutely no idea what is coming. Because what is unfolding right now across Genoa City and Las Vegas is the kind of storytelling that reminds you exactly why you have been watching this show for years. Please hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up because today's breakdown is one of you genuinely cannot afford to miss. The Young and the Restless is pulling out all the stops this week, and the name at the center of every single shockwave is Matt Clark. While Nick Newman and Adam Newman are deep in Las Vegas chasing this man down, Matt is not hiding. He's actively orchestrating chaos from wherever he is lurking. And the first major move he makes is sending a text message to his estranged wife Sienna. And not just any text, a text to a phone number she changed specifically to get away from him. That single message sets off a chain reaction of fear, guilt, strategy, and danger that stretches from Genoa City all the way back to those Vegas hotel suites. Meanwhile, Nick is secretly drowning in a battle no one around him fully sees yet. Adam is playing the role of Spider at Riza's high stakes poker table and winning big. And back home, Daniel and Tessa are being handed the kind of career opportunity that could genuinely change their lives. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, Sharon is leaning into an unexpected moment of connection with Phyllis Summers. Of all people, this week is packed, it is emotional, and it is moving fast. So let us break every single piece of it down. Let us start where the most chilling moment of this entire week is happening. And that is with Sienna, Tamara Braun, who, who plays Sienna and who is an Emmy winner for a reason. Spoke to soaps.com about what is coming, and what she described is genuinely unsettling. On Monday, Matt sent Sienna a text message. Now, on the surface, that might sound like a small thing, a text, but here is why it is so much more than that. Sienna changed her phone, she changed her number. She took deliberate, careful steps to make herself unreachable to this man. So, when that message comes through, it does not just scare her. It shatters the illusion of safety she had carefully built around herself. Tamara Braun said it plainly, it freaks her out, and I completely understand why, because think about what it actually means. It means Matt has been watching, it means he has connections somewhere in Sienna's life that she did not account for. Somewhere along the way, maybe at the store where she changed the number, maybe through someone she trusts. Matt has an in, and that is arguably the most terrifying part of all of this. Because it is not just about what he knows, it is about what she does not know. She does not know how deep his reach goes. She does not know who in her circle might be feeding him information, whether intentionally or not, and she cannot know where he is right now. Is he in Vegas? Is he in Genoa City? Is he watching her from a distance at this very moment? I cannot even imagine what kind of not knowing does to a person mentally. Braun described it perfectly, it's frightening for her, and this is what I love about Sienna as a character. She does not collapse, she does not shut down, instead she feels guilt, deep personal guilt over what Matt is doing to Noah and Noah's family. She feels a sense of responsibility, and that responsibility starts to transform her fear into fuel. Braun said Sienna likes to take care of things. She likes to be in control, and so the idea of sitting back while someone she cares about suffers because of a man she was once connected to, that is not something Sienna can live with. So, she starts moving toward action rather than retreating into fear. And while that is admirable, it is also incredibly dangerous for reasons we will get into very soon. Now, let us travel to Las Vegas, where Nick and Adam are operating in a world full of deception and danger. Adam, ever the sharp observer, sits down with Nick and does something that is very on brand for him. He reads Nick, he tests him at the card table, asking him to reveal whether he has a winning or losing hand. essentially proving his ability to read people with eerie accuracy. And what Adam begins to pick up on is that Nick is not okay. He is not just stressed about Matt. Something deeper is churning beneath the surface. Nick deflects, of course, he acts irritated, like the waiting is getting to him, like the pressure of the mission is the only thing weighing on him. But Adam is not easily fooled, even if he lets it go for now. Once Adam heads off to Riza's suit, Nick's situation takes a turn that is hard to watch. He answers the door to Joe, who this time has brought along a man named Justin, someone who has the supplies Nick is looking for. Nick plays it off like he's stocking up for a party. But the reality of what he's doing here is much darker. He walks away from that transaction with enough fentanyl for 6 or 7 people, and then Justin throws in a bonus bag of something extra, suggesting it might give him a boost. I mean, watching Nick in this moment alone with his frustration and his substances is genuinely heartbreaking. This is a man under enormous pressure, trying to hold everything together, and instead of leaning on the people around him, he is leaning on something that could destroy him. The scene where he is alone and visibly frustrated with himself says everything. He knows what he's doing and he knows it is a problem. And that self-awareness without the ability to stop is one of the most painful things a person can experience. Over in Riza's suit, things are heating up in a completely different way. Riza is getting everything ready for her high-stakes poker game when Matt shows up unexpectedly and immediately makes his presence known by kissing her. His meeting fell through, so now he is looking for something to do, and he casually offers to either play waiter or join the game himself. Riza shuts that down quickly, telling him her clients do not appreciate outsiders and there is no room at the table. But Matt is not someone who takes hints easily. He reminds Riza that he is her partner and he is very interested in meeting the old buddy she has been reconnecting with. Riza tries to stall him, tries to assure him that this person is not that kind of buddy. But Matt lingers. He almost stays long enough to meet Spider, Adam's alias, and honestly, if that had happened, the entire plan would have imploded right there and then. But he gets a text and leaves to handle something, and the room breaks again. Once Matt is gone, Riza welcomes Spider and the other high-profile poker players, and Adam does exactly what he is there to do. He wins, repeatedly impressively. He reads every person at the table the way he read Nick earlier, and Riza can see that he is exactly the kind of asset she has been looking for. But even in that moment of success, Riza drops a subtle hint that she does not have the final say anymore. She has a partner now. Adam naturally pushes to meet his partner, and Riza deflects by planting a kiss on him and insisting she wants his focus on her for now. She's walking the most dangerous kind of tightrope imaginable, and every second Matt does not know about Adam is borrowed time. Back in Genoa City, the story takes a beautifully tender turn when Danny Romalotti stumbles upon something that genuinely delights him. Daniel and Tessa singing together on the patio. The chemistry between them musically is apparently undeniable. Because Danny does not just enjoy the moment, he immediately starts envisioning something bigger. He proposes that Tessa and Daniel cut an album together, and not only that, but he wants to produce it himself. And then, as if that were not exciting enough, he invites them both to Barcelona for a few days, where he has a show happening, suggesting they use the trip as an opportunity to really walk through this potential collaboration. Daniel and Tessa both get on board, though Tessa's excitement clearly runs a little hotter than Daniel's. She pulls him aside afterward and worries that maybe she pushed him into agreeing. But Daniel reassures her she did not pressure him, and they both confirm they are comfortable going as just friends. But I have to be honest, anytime two creative, emotionally connected people have to specifically confirm that they are going as just friends, it usually means the universe is already setting something else in motion. Barcelona is going to be interesting, and there is Sharon, After dropping Maria off at a psychiatric facility, which is already an emotionally exhausting experience that no mother should ever have to go through, Sharon finds herself sitting with all of that weight when Phyllis Summers appears. Now, these two women have spent more time as enemies than as allies, so when Phyllis shows up and offers genuine support, it is jarring for Sharon and for the audience. Sharon is cautious but appreciative, and she actually uses the moment to try to talk some sense into Phyllis about the Newman takeover. Sharon connects the dots between Phyllis' behavior and the lingering trauma of Martin Laurent, suggesting that Phyllis' need to take control comes from not wanting to feel trapped again. Phyllis is not entirely convinced. She is not sure they really won against Martin when so many problems still remain. But Sharon holds her ground and insists that they did win. Phyllis ultimately appreciates the conversation, even if she does not fully accept it. She holds firm in defending her choices and admits that she can only rely on herself. And honestly, as frustrating as Phyllis can be, there is something deeply human about that. The fear of trusting people when life has shown you over and over again that trust comes with a price. What is remarkable about everything unfolding this week is how masterfully the theme of control weaves through every single storyline. Every character Sienna, Nick, Adam, Riza, Phyllis, even Daniel and Tessa is fighting in their own way to maintain some kind of grip on their circumstances. And Matt Clark, who has not even been physically present in many of these scenes, is the invisible force disrupting all of it. The text he sends Sienna is not just a message. It is a power move, a way of reminding her that no matter what she does, he can reach her. And that kind of psychological warfare is even more damaging than anything physical. Because it lives in your head. It changes the way you look at every person around you. It makes ordinary moments feel like traps. Nick's situation is arguably the most quietly devastating thread of the week, because what is happening with him is not loud or dramatic in the traditional soap opera sense. It is a slow, private unraveling. He's not blowing up at people or making chaotic decisions that everyone can see. He's sleeping, and the people closest to him are only just staring, starting to notice the edges of it. The danger of this kind of storytelling is that by the time everyone realizes how serious it is, it may be too late to pull him back. The fentanyl accusation in particular is alarming, not just because of what it represents for his personal battle, but because of how badly it could compromise the mission in Vegas. If Nick's judgment becomes impaired at a critical moment, the consequences extend far beyond just him. Adam's position, on the other hand, feels like a coiled spring. He is performing brilliantly as Spider, he is building trust with Riza, and he is enjoying the game. Maybe a little too much, the chemistry with Riza adds a wildcard element that makes the whole thing feel precarious. Because Adam has always been someone who lets himself get drawn deeper into situations than he originally intends. And Riza, for all her charm and intelligence, is not someone who can be fully trusted. She's managing Matt on one side and Adam on the other. And the moment either of those relationships fractures, everything around her fractures with it. And this is where everything stops feeling like a game and starts feeling dangerously real. Because the scariest part isn't Matt's next move, it's the fact that no one truly sees it coming. Sienna may think she's stepping into control, but walking toward a man like Matt isn't strength alone. It's a risk that could cost her everything. And honestly, I can't help but feel like her guilt is about to push her into a decision she won't be able to undo. Meanwhile, Nick is fighting a battle no one else can see. And that kind of silent struggle, it doesn't stay hidden forever. There is breaking point coming, and when it hits, it won't just affect him, it could destroy the entire plan from the inside. And Adam, he's playing smart, maybe too smart. Because the more he enjoys the game, the closer he gets to walking straight into Matt's trap. Riza is balancing lies like a tightrope, but let's be honest, in this world you don't balance forever, you fall. And when she does, the fallout could expose secrets no one is ready to face. What fascinates me most is this: everyone thinks they're in control, but control here is just an illusion. And if you look closely, Matt isn't just chasing people, he's positioning them. So the real question is Sienna about to confront Matt or walk right into the moment he's been waiting for? And what happens when Nick's hidden struggle finally comes to light? Will it make him stronger or completely unravel him? Here's my prediction: the next move won't be loud. It will be quiet, calculated, and it will hit when no one is prepared. Because the most dangerous players don't rush, they wait. And something tells me Matt is done waiting. So stay close because the next twist might not just shock you, it might change everything you thought you understood. And that is where we are living things today. And honestly, my mind is still spinning from all of it. The Young and the Restless is delivering the kind of layered, emotionally complex storytelling right now that makes this show a legend. And this week is proof that no one is safe and no plan is foolproof. I want to hear everything you are thinking right now. Do you think Sienna is making a mistake by moving toward Matt instead of away from him? Do you believe Adam is truly in control of the situation with Riza, or is he being played in ways he cannot yet see? And what about Nick? How long do you think he can hide what is happening before someone finds out? Drop every single one of your thoughts in the comments below. Because this community always has the best takes and I read every single one of them. If you have not already subscribed to YNR CBS Spoiler today, now is genuinely the perfect time to do it. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown like this one. And if this video gave you the drama and the detail you came here for, please give it a big thumbs up. It truly means the world and helps this channel keep growing. I will see you in the next one. And until then, stay sharp because in Genoa City, the moment you stop paying attention is the moment everything changes.